Welcome back, everybody, to Houston 2099. When last we left off, the Nagwal Gala was interrupted by the takeover of Geppetto, the appearance of an entirely new type of life, synthetic. He declared that he would be bringing life to as many of these Nagwals in thrall to Maya Yucatec as possible. And with that, he walked straight up to you. While after subverting control of three Nagwals here in the ballroom, he walked straight up to Ostrava and spoke. Didn't attack. Didn't do anything aggressive. Um, the one of the Nogwals actually is currently working on fulfilling Dak's request to attack Juice Montana, while Dak is attacking the floating controller novel. You guys did already take down one of the newly transformed, one of the newly freed Nogwals, and now we are in the top of the round for the second round of combat, and it will start with Geppetto's turn. And as he watches this other Nogwal next to him fall, a frown comes to his face, and he looks around at all of you.
Duba. Jeez.
As he looks around, he just says, "As newly born as I am, I have nowhere to call home. So I wish to declare asylum in the northern." Sorry. Nev looks around at all of you and says, I wish to declare asylum in the northern Canadian and American territories. And he just doesn't do anything on his turn. That's all he says. And looks around. The controller is going to go next. And Dak, you see it turns and moves away from you. Are you going to do anything as it moves away from you?
My attack of opportunity can't be a spell, right? It has to be like a melee attack.
I would let it be a cantrip.
I will hit him with a green.
Or wait, do you have the? I'm sorry, it's a. I'm sorry, that takes a feat. I'm sorry. It's There's a feat that actually lets you do that.
With a dagger. 22 to hit.
That hits.
4 damage.
4 damage. It takes the damage and floats over here. And it seems to be looking out towards the hallway. Ostrava, it's your turn.
Okay, so has this guy... This guy hasn't... Alright, let me think about this. The Narwhals, have they actually attacked anybody?
Just make a God, why can't I remember stat names? What is wrong with me?
Perception?
No,
Insight?
insight check. Make an insight check with advantage for me.
8.
With advantage, so you have 15.
Oh, 15.
Because of the question you asked. You notice that they did not directly attack anybody. They attacked tables and property. It seems to scare people off, but they didn't actually hurt anybody. Except for this one attacking Juice Montana, but that's because Dak directly asked Geppetto to have one do that. With that insight check, you also remember when Geppetto called you his friends and when he pointed to you, he wasn't lying. He was telling the truth.
So this guy's trying to claim asylum, but
In your country.
Okay, so I'm going to say, how can you claim asylum when it's attacking that man right there? And I'm going to point to Juice Fantana.
Juice Montana?
Juice Montana, who's being attacked for everybody to see.
So, Geppetto just looks at you kind of curiously and over to Dak and points a hand to him. Because he asked.
Wait, who's Geppetto? Is this dude over
Geppetto
here?
is the dude right next to you, the Nogwal leader that took over Chalk's body.
Uh-huh.
That is Geppetto, and he's the Nogwal leader, and he's also the one that he's the mercenary that you guys have been working with for quite a long time. That you've never met physically.
Double crossed over the internet by a mercenary?
Well, at this point, you haven't been double crossed. He's like coming to you for help very publicly.
What the fuck is happening? I'm gonna point out to Hex that, like, my observation that, like, nobody's really been attacked, but that these bots seem to just be fucking spooking everyone, making a scene.
And so what exactly started combat? If they didn't attack us, like...
They didn't attack anyone. They attacked, like, tables and, like, they attacked the ground and, like, tables to cause chaos, basically.
They start causing a scene and it's like, I want peace.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're scaring everybody away, but Geppetto knew that you would be here. So he's trying to gather as many basically, he's going to tell you he's trying to gather as many liberated Nogwals in this place as he can to be to seek asylum in your country. He's like, after he says that, basically he's waiting. It's still your turn. He's not, so he can only do so much.
Does Strava trust him?
Not really. But I also
so
am,
he
like,
has-
super confused by this situation.
So he has control of all the Nogwals? Or just some of them?
some of them. He doesn't have control. He liberated them from control of Maya Yucatec.
Okay.
So they're all kind of, they're basically infants if you think about it. In this, when he manifested here and released, and the three of them that broke free here happened, there's more basically going on outside of this room as well. You guys can hear chaos outside of this room as well.
Bro, what
Oh,
the
shit.
fuck is this guy doing? So okay, so let me see if I understand this correctly. We're basically undercover on an operation to investigate Maya Yucatec. We're at the gala where they're revealing these narwhals. And this guy who we've been working with, who we've never actually met, fucking blows the operation by hijacking a bunch of these things, having them stir up a panic, and he's basically making a scene in front of the entire gala and personally asking us for assistance.
Which would out
Sort
us
of.
as agents.
The thing is, he isn't controlling one. He is one. He is the first liberated Nagwal. So he is the first of a brand new life form on this planet, on the planet. Basically artificially created life.
Has he? Is he telling us he's always been this way? Is this
Yes.
being revealed to us, or is he
Yes,
just
this
like
is being revealed
turned
to you.
himself into this? Okay.
This is being revealed to you. He's always been a Nagwal, but this is kind of the form he's
I see.
chosen to represent himself. Like, this is why he looks this way. But he's always been a
Did
Nagwal.
GPT become our bro? Like,
What's that?
did the Chat GPT become our bro? Is that what's happening?
He already was, but now he's like fucking causing up a panic and blowing our operation by pointing us out.
But he's a cool
But
ogre.
at the same time, he is also a very skilled hacker. So what is to stop him and Mixie from scrubbing anything about us from everything?
He's like a terrorist now, right? So what does he actually want?
Asylum.
So-
Asylum from Maya Yucatec?
Yes.
Oh shit, is he
So
trying
he's-
to like Moses everybody out of Maya Yucatec, the other narwhals?
He's gonna
Yes.
get emancipated because he's a child.
Oh shit.
I mean, we also work for a private company, so if we take him on and give him
Well, you guys-
asylum,
You guys work for a government, the NCAT, the Northern Canadian and American Territories.
but do we have the authority to make a decision like that? Like, wouldn't that be
So-
like
That's a
different,
deeply
like-
political decision.
That is
Yeah,
a deeply
like-
political decision. That being said, your objective is to obtain information and/or a Nagwal for study by any means possible. This
Let's
seems like one and/or a bunch are wanting to come with you themselves.
Yeah.
So snatch him up and we leave and mission success.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Say, what's
And
up,
then
bro?
and then we can just scrub whatever we need to, if that's possible.
One second question, Eddie. You said they're like infants, right?
The other ones that he just basically released, their initial instinct was kind of to react out of fear. So they're basically like, they're brand new. They're,
And-
they're basically instant adults that are formed right there.
And we killed one.
So yeah,
Oh,
Whoops.
now I just feel bad.
Savannah.
So,
Okay.
What's-
I am going to spend my turn fucking breaking down my understanding of this to the team leader, because this is not a fucking call I'm about to make on behalf of like all of us. But I will back off of this fucking dude because I do not want to be standing next to him.
All right. So is I guess that gonna be your turn, Hunter?
Yeah, I will prepare an action to act according to what Hex instructs.
Sure. Absolutely. Hex, since all three of you are kind of stacked up there, if you want to go first, you definitely can.
Well, I think she's listening to this narwhal ask for immunity. I think that's something that is there a role or something I can make to be like, wait, like, do they have rights? Like, would they be able to be protected? Like, can I do this? Because she will probably make the decision and just take him in.
You can make an insight check for that. You can also give it. You can go with advantage as well.
Just to see how much trouble I'm about to get into. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Insight, you said?
Yeah, insight with advantage.
18.
18. So the nature of what has been revealed to you just now is beyond the scope of your mission. That being said, basically you're getting the impression that these creatures are all basically being enslaved by Maya Yucatec and could potentially all be free and or being basically trapped in their own bodies this way. If that's that is one thing that's there, so it seems like you would be preventing. It seems like there's possible war crimes, that kind of thing in this, and saving these creatures would outweigh any possible punishments.
Okay.
The rewards for doing so would outweigh any possible punishments.
Well, I guess as Ostrava finishes up conveying his information, Hex will just kind of like a little bit to herself and look at him and look back at the narwhal and just be like, granted, but you work for us. If you're under my protection, then you work for me. Understood.
So Geppetto looks at you a little confused and says, I believe that's always been the case.
Hex is a little confused, but she goes, just so that you remember, we will help you, but you must answer to me until we get the appropriate authorities involved. Be my bosses.
He understands what you're saying now and nods, knowing that basically if you're telling him to stay behind cover, it's for his own good and whatnot. So he's gonna so yes, he will listen to you.
Okay, good.
All right.
So we have an army of robot children.
I think so.
Cool.
More like I would say closer to a squad. I would say because of the checks that happened.
Squad up.
The checks, just because of the choices made to so far leading up to this, about 30% of the Nogwals here have been liberated. So there's still probably about 12 more free out in the showroom floor that would need to be found.
And are
Looks like
these,
we're going on
are
adventures.
these things like emerging to consciousness because one of the gods like put souls in them like they said they wanted to? Or are these things like, have they just been conscious the whole time based on this fucking dude interacting with us?
Make an insight check. And again, with advantage. 20.
Ooh.
It's a little bit of both, basically. Yes, it seems like they've been aware this whole time, but they are being liberated because of because of Geppetto. Basically, they do seem to be alive, and or that the whole souls thing is a whole philosophical discussion for probably another time for you guys, as to whether they have souls or not, or if they are newly crafted life from one of the other gods involved.
Is Geppetto actually brandishing a weapon?
No, he's just holding it basically because it was like a prop earlier, but he's kind of like holding it at his side. Like,
Gotcha. Alright, yeah, so if this guy fucking mellows out and backs down, I'm not opposed to this.
he does point back to Juice Montana. What about that one?
Hex looks at Dak.
Dak is gonna throw his voice using the actor feat and
Absolutely.
any of the other things at his disposal.
Definitely.
The mask of many faces, prestidigitation, whatever. And in a in the voice of Blue Ivy Carter, he's gonna say, "You should definitely beat him up. He's so weak. It'd be so easy."
Maybe make me a performance check with advantage.
Oh, man. Okay. Let's see.
That is
It's
a
a
crit.
Yeah.
And that's why
As
we
you
roll.
say that, this trooper back here that's fighting Juice, starts looking around. Oh, I just found out about Blue Ivy Carter, and I love her stuff. Yeah, definitely. And is gonna focus back on fighting Juice Montana.
He made fun of George Santos, the lovely janitor who died of very natural causes.
Yeah, you know what? You crit, so you know what? Yes, you gotta have that too.
And I'll take it.
You are successful in basically in getting the other Nogwal to keep kicking Juice's ass.
He deserves it.
He does.
Hate that
He's a
guy.
douche.
He's my Malfoy.
Oh, I guess I should put him on the on the track somewhere, man.
He doesn't deserve a token.
Few seconds. One more thing. Gotta make sure this I got. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. So he's gonna go in here after. Sounds like someone's watching Metalocalypse.
It might be Tarzan in the background.
Same thing.
I
Death Clock,
swear I
Phil
heard.
Collins, same shit.
Yeah, I heard. I thought I heard Nathan Explosion back there for a second.
It did sound like me.
Heart. Baby in my heart.
It really upsets me when people say I don't drink as much as they say I do. And for that, I'm gonna go ahead and drink more than anyone else has ever done on the planet.
What did you say?
I forgot to use the school. I was
That
telling
means-
I was telling Quentin the other day. I forgot to use the Squiz Guy voice for the lead singer of Bragi. Oh my god, guys, we has lots of songs to play tonight, and
Oh, copies me.
no, you stop copies me. Stop
You
copies
copies
me. Love it. Okay. So we're going to this is turned from Nogwal fight to Nogwal rescue. The one that has fallen, he kind of he acknowledges that, you know, maybe that wasn't the best way to start things out. So, you know, no harm, no foul there. So there's no hostility or anything. So yeah.
Sorry.
So
bro.
everyone still ran away.
I just freaked
I
out and
will-
attacked all the tables.
Yeah. If you guys want to make your way out while this one keeps Juice Montana occupied, we can say combat is over and y'all can make your way to the lobby. Would you like to do that?
Can we help him
We
with
find
Juice?
work
Because here's a
street.
question, Eddie, before we do that. Did Juice hear any of that? Or do we still kind of have cover?
Juice is there's still a bunch of people around, and Juice is a good bit away and trying to end fighting something. Let me, you know what? I will roll. Why not?
Is anyone opposing them leaving? Or is everyone just like, yeah, go right ahead?
13, he did not hear it. Not over everything else going on, so he didn't hear any of this conversation.
So all he knows is he's getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, he's just fighting for his life over here against this giant robot.
And I forget, what did he say when all of this shit went down? He had something clever to say, didn't he?
I can't remember right now.
I mean, we have mission success, right? The mission was to obtain a
Well,
Nogwal.
these guys still have to get the Nogwal out of here.
Yeah, is Maya
Sure.
Yucatec trying to stop anybody?
Well, this is still there has been only about 12 seconds since all of this started, so
Oh fuck, we gotta get out
Oh.
of here.
Yeah,
I
we'll
gotta
send
go.
more on the way if we can.
How is
I-
Geppetto liberating these things?
basically it was through a massive surge one action that did all of it, so all of them he can't do any more tonight. He can't
Gotcha.
free any more tonight. So basically the ones that are freed have already been freed. They're probably out in the gala showroom floor in the next map. Basically confused and doing shit, and or
Let's get the
maybe
Fuck
being
outta
wrangled by Maya Yucatec. You'll see.
So
Yeah,
there are
I'm-
cameras everywhere, right?
Y'all have cameras everywhere, and you guys have subverted the local camera system for this.
Oh shit. Okay.
we
Yeah.
utilize the camera system to see what the hell is going on before we make our move.
Well,
Smart.
Gail, I will say you from where you are, you have a view of the other side, so you can see what's going on. From up there. and I will
Just
go
hear like
ahead.
Hex's voice in your ear, like, "What do you see, Gale?"
I'm gonna go ahead and move everyone over to the lobby. There is Gale, you guys are gonna be over on the left side over here. That's where you're gonna be up top. And you can see stairs leading down. Basically, there is several Nogwals in the area. There may be one downstairs back here in the service area that y'all were in earlier. But there is here. Let me go ahead and get some guys out here so y'all can get ready. And y'all will be entering from this area down here.
So, before we walk out there, can that kind of like hide himself from public view and use Mask of Many Faces to turn himself into George Santos?
You can definitely do that. Before
I'm now the late George Santos.
George Santos? What are you doing here?
What happened to the doctor? Did she flee too? I thought she came with us.
She's with you. She's with you guys. I haven't put y'all. Basically, y'all are gonna be over here. So y'all will be on this side. So y'all can go ahead and start putting yourselves on the map over here.
Sorry, can you shift ping where you keep indicating, Eddie? I keep missing it with the camera.
Can you not see that? Or oh, here, focus ping. There we go. Down here, bottom left of the map.
Oh, jeez, rejoin as player. Good grief, no wonder.
Oh, oops.
Okay.
I'm gonna shrink you down a little bit. There we go. Alrighty, let me. Silly, this didn't get this populated before, like I should have.
This will be on there.
Several groups of Nogwals surrounded by Aztec soldiers. So far, you see the soldiers around these three closest groups to you. And you know from Geppetto that there's another group of Nogwals up on the top floor. Up on the balcony, basically, the second floor balcony over on the far side.
These Nogwals are liberated at this point?
Yes, they're all
Gotcha.
liberated, but they're all basically being held at gunpoint. So all of them are like not
Safe for
fighting.
those ones.
Yeah.
They're doing better than Juice.
So could I go this way and that way and pick up these ones?
Let's see. Let me see. That's 30. That's 60. So you could probably, I mean, you can get, it's going to take a minute to get, a couple turns to get over there, basically.
Secondary question. These the bad dudes, they're all wearing some sort of technology masks, correct?
Yes, they're all wearing my Yucatec, well, not masks, but they're all wearing my Yucatec gear, basically. Logos. They have the logos and or symbols all over their stuff. There is
Is
a
the
mask wearing, there is at least one mask wearing guy among all of them, among each group. But, basically, you do see that there's other soldiers and everything as well.
I'll pop toys in the cart, okay? Keep it in the box. Just get it out the ones you're coming with.
Let's cuddle first.
Come cuddle with me.
Cuddle first.
If we want to save these narwhals, we're gonna have to essentially fight these people. You think?
Seems likely that you guys will have to fight them to get. Let me get you all on this
Maybe
map
we
here.
can peacefully resolve it.
Love the
We go-
Oh, so Strava's the pacifist? The cold-blooded murderer?
Maybe we can just de-escalate everyone.
Oh, did I double?
That is my George Santos token, Eddie. I
Sorry.
was going to say, once we had an appropriate moment, I am in fact, and I'll post it in chat just so there's less confusion. I paid the $5.99 to upgrade my Roll20 account so that I can, for right now, be George Santos.
Excellent. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was looking at that. I was like, "What the heck? That's a weird one." This we got Hex.
Have they seen us?
Not yet.
I
Make sure you
could
guys
run
are
up
all
there
up
and
there.
create a distraction. If you guys want me to try to create a distraction as a not so dag.
I don't know how long it takes for the narwhal to free people. That I was also thinking we could just try to persuasion check them and be like, "Do you want to live? Yeah, then run away."
Not a bad idea.
Where's the exit?
The exit is going to be down here.
Do that one more time. I pressed a button. Actually. Oh, okay.
You could also try to sneak
So-
attack them. But...
We could make a break for it.
I mean, I could cast web on these ones, right? And then we could make a break for it to the exit.
That's a good idea.
And y'all, yeah, and yeah, leave behind the other Nogwals that are the liberated Nogwals that are here.
Our mission was to gather a Nogwal and bring it back for research purposes, not to save all of these Nogwals.
Amen, brother.
True that.
I'll put it in.
This
I guess-
Exodus just became a kidnapping.
Hex will ask Geppetto real quick, like, how long does it take for you to wait? They're already liberated, so we just have to free them, or is there like some data process he has to do to like?
These ones out
They're
here
liberated.
are already liberated. They're good to go.
Okay.
So you just have to you would have to get them away from my Yucatec people at this
See.
point.
Hogwarts doesn't have food without house elves. We don't free all of the house elves. We just take the one we've got and go.
We just need Dobby.
I have this. If you
Very good point. Although squad of robot children, not unappealing.
this is that's in
And if something goes wrong, we'll have more to work on and use.
That's a good point too.
could also
we
die.
might need safety.
Could also make ourselves even more targets. Because we're like kind of, if we start attacking civilians,
They're not civilians. They're definitely all wearing my Yucatec stuff.
That's a green light.
What do you think?
but I feel like
Bill.
we're not aggressors yet. Does that make sense?
Right.
We cross a line.
We haven't revealed ourselves to the Jedi.
Let's put it this way: they don't know. They haven't seen that you're taking that. There are already 2 Nogwals with you because they haven't. You guys haven't come around the corner and they're focused on the group right here. So because you guys have Geppetto and 1 controller with you.
So I guess our
We just leave
options
him
are just
for Jackson Montana, or is he coming with us?
That one back there is still fighting Jackson.
Oh, we already sacrificed one.
So killed
Why-
one,
why-
and the other one is back there fighting Jackson. Well, y'all don't know the outcome of that.
Why risk it? Why risk it?
Greater reward.
why don't we just kill all of them?
Let's
kill
go
them.
to war. Let's
We're level
kill
Let's
6.
go to war. Screw it.
Fucking gods.
Fuck it.
Freedom fighter.
We're
Let's do
terrorists
it.
now.
It's a fucking Wednesday. Bring it on. George Santos is a terrorist. Dak Prescott's a celebrity.
Yeah.
We could all throw on some quick disguises.
Yeah. I just can change in anything. Outfit
I mean,
wise.
at the end of the day, if they catch on to any of us, they're going to come gunning for us where we live. Most likely.
If we attack this group, are these other groups going to know about it?
Well, it's the area isn't that big, so depending on what is used, yes or no. Yeah, maybe it depends on how you guys do it. If you guys are like are just shooting, then probably, because they will probably shoot back.
I love the DM answer yes or no. Yeah, maybe. That's the perfect DM answer. Like that, it's really up to you guys.
Yeah.
Wait, where is the exit again? Bottom right or bottom? Or top
Bottom middle. Bottom middle. Exit is
So
to
do we
your
have
right.
to get in
There.
through here to leave then? Like it's like right here?
Bottom middle.
Wait, here?
Down here.
Well, we're
That's
right
the
by the exit.
No, put it back in the box that it says.
Yes, you are. However, just to get here is going to take at least 2 turns for most of you.
Like 35 feet away, they could notice us.
You
We
like
could
this
always
way?
try to like get these two and just pull them out real quick before the other groups can get to us, but a little bit of a compromise, both.
Or we could have one person bait all of them in the opposite direction.
But wait a second. Web affects everyone, right? I can't like get it not
Yeah.
to affect the novels. Okay. Think of it.
You are correct. Go back to Jackson. You are not correct.
Why?
Because you don't want to.
Mm.
I guess I'm fine with either. I think it'd be beneficial way more Nogwals, but I understand just needing a GTFO. We already have 2. But we might be able to find more if we had more.
If we
What-
had more, we
what
might
if-
be able to find more. Regardless, we're gonna have this one group right up over here that's gonna notice us with a couple units,
And they might
and
kill
they'll
the
have a
one we have.
reaction.
I mean, I feel like as long as we don't aggro the entire map, we might be okay, but maybe not.
I mean, I'm cool with aggroing the entire map by myself, taking them in the opposite direction, letting you guys escape and grab a bunch of marbles. I mean, probably
That does
theoretically
sound
maybe survive.
very awesome.
I have tricks. I have
Very
things.
true.
I'm George Santos, for God's sake. Back from the dead. I could literally try to pull them all and get you guys out of there. And I can just turn into that. Be like, oh, that's crazy. This crazy janitor's over there, guys. But would that allow for enough time to grab more narwhals?
I mean, try it out.
What do you guys think of that? I'm willing to risk it. But that doesn't have to be the plan. It's just an idea.
I think if we
Just
rescue them,
kill me real quick.
There's one that's clearly a leader in all of these groups, right? How good is the
They're-
training of the?
They're
Like, are they
different
just gonna?
configurations?
I see.
Two
like,
of them are
do we
more
have
like
more?
frontline combat oriented. One of them is more of a support oriented.
Do we also still have those checks that we would get every 30-minute blocks, or no?
Yes. Well, minus one of the hack checks. Now you've only got Geppetto and a strong arm check and a sneak check. So yes, those are still available.
So we could still call in muscle.
You
And
could
have
call
that.
in muscle. You could call in someone to try and take out a group or distract a group as well with a sneak check. Yes, there's some stuff y'all can do.
That's a good
Do
call.
we use the sneak check to get Geppetto out the safety
No.
so we guarantee missions complete and then go fucking Rambo?
No, that one you can't do because it's too far away. It basically it takes 2 turns to get there, and the check is basically a 1-turn action.
So we would have to use it like right by them or closer to time.
No, you can use it whenever and you can say wherever you want it to be used, but basically, you wouldn't get to use it again until later.
We still have the dynamite we created many sessions ago, right?
We have fucking dynamite.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
made dynamite.
I think we have a lot
Oh,
of
shit.
explosives.
And dynamite.
You guys do have explosives.
Could the sneak check
There are
be
a lot.
used?
There are a lot of ways for you guys to solve this particular problem.
Including
I have
dynamite.
cordon of arrows. Could the sneak check be used to plant those magical pieces of ammunition near this group? The ammunition could be the dynamite we have, and then I can blow these motherfuckers up.
You can get a sneak. You can use the sneak check to get like an explosive planted near one of the groups if you'd like.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. What is that?
How do the narwhals communicate with one another? I know that they can do it outwardly, but do they have an internal network where they can speak to one another almost like, I guess you can say telepathically?
You are not sure at this point if they can do that or not. You have a feeling they can, that they could talk to each other telepathically, but you aren't sure what kind of range that would have.
I mean, we have one with us. Can we just ask him?
Yeah, figure out if we can ask them, and in that way, if that's the case, could they communicate something to the narwhals that have people around them of like, hey, move to this side, we're gonna have something happen.
You can ask, definitely, and if you it's basically a 15-foot radius. Like it's very short range where they can talk to each other silently, so they would have to be very close.
Okay.
Could we possibly hack them to do stuff? Could we mass hack? Is that a good hack rule?
You can't mass hack the Nogwals because that's already been done. That's why they're liberated now. That being said, y'all could perform a mass hack on someone on other units, like the guys have the court manager, the Maya Yucatec court managers here that have the masks, and y'all have that, so that would get y'all have had access to a mask for a long time, so that would be a point of attack that you guys can do. Is y'all could like use your hack to try and disable those guys.
I want to hack Juice Montana.
Do we have the mask? Can we utilize the mask we already have to listen in on their communications?
Y'all didn't bring
an
it.
idea. So we can still hack a mask in person.
It into us, right?
Basically, what you guys would be doing, you can attempt it. Yeah, you would have to get it off one of their heads to do it. To hack it in person. That being said, you could use like Mixie's hack check to try and disable all of these guys with the masks or something, if that's something you would like to do, or if you would like him to do something different.
The mask to shoot nails into their own eyes.
Yeah, let's roll for that.
Probably wouldn't work. That one probably is a little of a stretch, but he could shut down all of the tech in the masks. That's something we can do. If that's something you would like, I can have him do that. Is that what you guys want to use the hack check on? He can do it remotely because he has access to the one that is left at the base.
We're in one of these beautiful D&D moments where we can do literally anything because we're 6 gods. And there are just so many options. This is like trying to find something on fucking Netflix. I defer to Hex.
I would say do the hacks on the guys that have the masks, so that way they can't send anything out to anybody else. Say they have the ability to call for backup or something with their masks or anything like that. Let's just disable that shit.
Good idea.
Okay. I vote hacks or stealth.
So let's see. You guys want to use the hack check on these guys, on these the Yucatec managers?
Good idea.
Are they also the ones that have the pads too? Ooh.
Yeah, they're the ones that have the masks and the pads. Yes.
Okay, cool.
17 from Mixie. I must have hit that a bunch of times. Sorry. Weird. But I'll go. Actually, I'll go with the 18 because that was the first roll. Yeah. So 18. That is a really great roll. Okay. So Mixie receives the order, takes something in, and you all watch as all of these guys are in these various groups, grasp at the masks on their head, but can't seem to take them off, and they all collapse to the ground like writhing. They are disabled.
Yes.
Good idea.
Good shit.
We should use that strong arm to start attacking this group.
How do they react to this? I presume they're concerned and fearful and angry.
Yeah, I mean, that is a. Yes, the other guys are starting to shout, basically, and are the other soldiers are starting to shout. Would you like to use your strong arm check? Because of who you're using, Pillsbury, you guys could do a called-in attack, basically, and target a 15-foot square, or 15-foot radius square. So with an attack. Let me get out my little rulery here.
It has a different face.
So if you,
I would like to spend some time using my disguise kit and covering myself in like fake blood, making me look bloody.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys so I think where is the dang turn order thing? Get back out here. All right, so we are still. I'm gonna leave it back where it was at Hex. So it is Hex's turn right now. Hex, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. She might just not be available at the moment.
That's okay. That's okay.
Why do I just have to play out?
We can come back. We can come back to Hex's turn in just a second. Reevy, do you want to take your turn?
Okay. So we've already used our hack. So that caused a little bit of chaos when they dropped. Da, 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 da. Strong arm, there's Pillsbury. Dang, what do I do? Let's see here. It's not letting me move my token.
Is it not? Let's see.
Mm-mm. There we go. Or no.
I just moved it a second ago. Let me. Where the? Oh. That was weird. Anyway, try now.
All right, perfect. I can move it now. Do we have like any smoke grenades or anything on us, or is it just straight dynamite?
I think you have a smoke grenade.
Okay. See
And
here.
fucking dynamite.
All right.
How do we
I
group
wanna-
them up? And you blow them up with dynamite.
Do I have enough movement for there? I think I do.
Let's see. 30 feet would be right here.
All right, because Riri wants to try to get next to this thing and throw a smoke grenade over here in the middle of this to cause a little bit more chaos so we can
Yeah.
get those three.
I mean, you can go ahead and throw a smoke grenade from right here. It's not too far. You can just, if you want to make that attack roll.
Yeah, definitely. What do I roll for that?
It's gonna be like a thrown weapon. So what, D20 plus strength, right, Hunter? For throwing weapons? Or is it,
I would say it kind of
agility?
depends on the weapon. Like throwing hammer versus like a dart. It's kind of whatever.
Yeah. I would say go ahead and roll. You can roll agility. D20 plus agility. Plus your attack roll. Or attack mod. Whatever. So you can just make an attack roll to throw it.
Do I just roll a d20 for that then?
Well, that plus your other modifiers like your agility and your attack bonus.
Trying to find where it is on my sheet in here, and I can't find it. Where is it?
What like it's gonna what like your proficiency bonus?
Okay, there it is. Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
Did I do that right? I think I did.
You didn't put your dex in there, so plus another 4, so that's 15 altogether. So yes, that's fine. So you throw in a smoke grenade over there, and that is going to be a 10-foot block of. Oh, I don't want it to be pink. No, go away, Mer. Oh wow, that color is terrible. Okay, fine. There we go. You guys have a smoke grenade over those people. That is going to be heavily obscured in the center area, and then just obscured in the outer area. So the 3 nog walls are basically heavily obscured, and all of the soldiers are lightly. So y'all could still target them without too much difficulty.
And then if people
is
want
there
to get out, they can get out too.
Yes, they may still take attacks of opportunity because seeing things. They can still see stuff. They'd have to make checks. But would you like to do anything else with your turn, Reevy?
No, that's gonna be it.
Alrighty. After that, Hex, are you back?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was using
Okay.
the restroom.
No, it's okay. I went ahead and let Reevy take her turn because y'all were all grouped together. So, Hex, you want to go ahead and take your turn? Reevy just threw a smoke grenade out in that closest group of enemies over there. So, yeah.
Like in the middle of them?
Yeah. So the dark gray outline is the smoke area. Sorry.
Okay. And alright. Can I just, I guess, sneak up to as far as I can? Hold on me. Let me see.
The old measuring.
Mm-hmm.
So 30 feet is right there.
Oh, damn. I guess I'm gonna go. Hold on. The 5 feet this way. I'm gonna come to about here.
Okay.
And just to put myself in a more sneaky position. Let's see, how far to say? Can I see them, or would it be like if I wanted to like?
It basically, they're basically lightly obscured. So if you wanted to shoot at them, there would be a slight penalty, but not a lot.
But that would break our stealth. I mean, I guess they know someone's here, but I think I'm just going to ready in action. She's gonna like, you know, she's gonna hold her arm out, and her hand's gonna change into a gun, and she's just gonna take aim at the guy right here. And just if he like turns around and notices or like moves towards us, then she'll shoot him. But for right now, she's just gonna wait and get ready.
Okay, you're gonna hold an action.
Yeah,
Okay.
and just kind of like thumbs up to Reedy, and that'll be it.
Gale Dribble, it is your turn, sir.
These other groups don't know we're here yet.
Nope.
How much do the Nogwalls weigh?
They're pretty heavy.
Damn.
A couple 100 pounds. Like they're man sized. They're 250, 300 each.
Man-sized with the brains of children.
We can't see any of them right now. Like they're heavily obscured. We can't see the.
Yeah,
No.
you guys can't see them in there, but you know that's exactly where they are, is in the middle of that group. Because you watched that smoke grenade go off, so you know exactly where they were before that.
I need it faster. You 5 or 50.
How difficult is it going to be to get these Nogwalls out of the web if I cast that?
I mean, it's the same check anyone else would have to make. They for web.
Like what impedes movement by half or something.
It might get you might get stuck.
Can't remember what save that is.
They can be restrained, basically.
What do y'all think?
I mean, we could yell at them to just like run. Know that they like blindly run out, and the other people can't see them. It'd be faster if they got out versus us getting in there to help.
Right now, they're kind of blocked off from getting out. If you guys can help them with that, then they
Even
might
with
be able
everything
to.
obscure, like they couldn't.
I mean,
past it
yeah,
or-
yeah. It's once they get like right next to one of these guys and move away from them, they would get tax of opportunity.
So wait,
Because
They might get
is
free.
a 20-foot cube, right?
yeah,
So it could affect this area, yeah, and nowhere else. But then they have. I mean, that could still work, couldn't it? No. I could cast it just to get these ones, and then they can run.
Theoretically, yeah.
And the
would
Nogwalls
they
can go
run
just
to?
that way.
Yeah. but they've still got guys behind them with guns. Just
Flank him.
Do we think the Nogwals are like pretty vulnerable to the guns? Are they like made of metal and seem pretty okay?
they are made of metal, but you guys just took one down
That's true.
pretty quick.
That's true.
It took a couple shots though.
It
I
took
think that's a
one
good
round,
idea.
so 6 seconds. It took 6 seconds for you guys to kill one of them.
Yeah, but these guys only have so many bullets, right? So which one are they going into?
I like the way you
It's a
think.
survival of the fittest.
Shots.
Nogwal, run, bitch, run.
Hmm.
What you gonna do with your turn, Gale?
And they're not planning. I mean, they're trying to keep these things, right? Like they're
Yeah.
shuffling them off to save. They're not
they're
really.
basically. Yeah,
They're not
trying
really
to
in
keep
the
here.
killing Nogwal game. They're more in the keeping us from getting them game, right?
Yes, they're going to do what they can, but they'll also, if they see you with them, they will try and get those, recover them.
Yeah, but for all they know, they're just running away. At this point, if I were to web those front ones,
You are unsure what they would, what they would determine from that.
I think it's worth the risk. Don't you guys? I
Absolutely.
mean, if these ones die, we still have 6 more we could save.
Yeah.
9. Well, there's 9 more active on this map. There's 12.
Yeah, if we-
There's 12 Nogwals total on this map.
Yeah, well, you know what? If we
Besides the
screw up
2
with
that
these
are
ones,
here.
we can always get another one. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast web, so it lands like in this area, so it affects these front 4 guys, but not the 2 Nogwals in the back. And I'm gonna
You-
yell at the Nogwals to run, bitch, run. I need to do anything for that.
All right, so you're gonna do your what? You're gonna cast. You're gonna tell these guys to run, and then you're gonna cast web, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ba, 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 ba. 20-foot cube, difficult terrain. Okay. Okay, so there is a web there. Where did you want it again? You can draw it on the map.
How do I draw it?
You should have a little draw tool on the left side, and then you can do like a square, and just make it like a green color or something.
Oh, damn it, that was not the right thing. Sorry. I was trying to measure it.
Okay.
20 by. So it needs to be start back here, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Let's
Wrong
see.
color. Is that
That's
color
okay.
good enough?
That's fine. That's fine. 20 and 20. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, so I guess that's Gale's turn.
Oh dear.
Actually, we can remove the juice. Next is going to be these guys. So there's that web up. So let's see. The controller will use its movement to fly over here and action to do that. Do this, fly straight over. This one will. Let's see. Sorry. Damn it. It's not the right spot. It quit snapping to the wrong. I hate this thing sometimes.
Base. Happy base. Happy base.
Happy place.
What's this? Oh,
This one's going to run around here.
fireflies. Fireflies.
This one's going to do the same. The others are too scared to move because they all have guns pointed at them. So that is their turns, and now it is dang it, why did it do that? Should be Dak's turn.
Okay. So can I get a very, very brief synopsis of everything that's happened so far, just so I make sure that I'm not missing anything?
Yes, Reeve threw a smoke grenade onto the group over there. Back over here. So there's a smoke grenade over there.
Perfect. Good idea.
Hex is holding an action. Gale has webbed right there. And then the knob walls jetted from that spot and moved down over here.
Okay. So Dak is here. Let's do a quick measurement.
I
These
moved
guys are
this one.
pretty fucking far.
The other ones
Okay.
are pretty far away, yeah.
So we're trying to do this like kind of incognito as a
I'm not
party.
sure what you guys are trying to do. Y'all threw a smoke grenade and webbed in there. But
So we've slowed them down, and with the smoke, I feel like we're trying to be at least somewhat surreptitious.
yeah, sure, I guess so.
How the group like directly in front of us, closest to the door, how are they reacting right now?
Like over here, like down over in the bottom right.
Yes, that group.
Well, they're still focused on their guy over here, on the ground, but this, again, so this is all happening all at once, so they're still reacting to their manager being down. They haven't had a chance to react to this over here yet.
So they haven't noticed that. Okay.
No, not yet.
So even if we spread, holy shit, that's a minute away. Whew. Okay. I think Dak, who is currently
George
in
Santos.
in the disguise of George Santos with a little bit of like disguise kit blood on him, I think it's just gonna like run over here. And then these guys, if they run towards the narwhals. Um, I think if anyone gets to like by the doorway from the group that's like directly in front of us, not the one that's webbed, but the other one that's in front of us, I think. Can I ready an action?
Sure.
If they
What would you like to
start
be triggered?
approaching, I think Dak is just gonna start screaming and fall to the ground. If they notice us and they start running our way,
Yeah.
he's just gonna like fall to the ground and act as though he's injured.
Okay.
And that's all he's gonna do right now.
Okay, so you're gonna hold your action.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now it's gonna be the soldier's turn. Let's make some checks. I don't think any of those pass your web check, right? Your DC on that 14? Nope. So that's 6. That's a 12. That's a 4. 4. 1 does. Only 1 does. Okay. So this guy passes his check, and he's going to run out over here, and he's going to shoot at the Nogwal. For 17. This dude runs out this way, takes a few shots at the Nogwal with his AR, and the Nogwal takes a large chunk of damage as it's trying to run away. These guys are restrained, and so we'll use the rest of their turns to try and break out. Actually, no, that was stupid. They'll use their actions to get themselves free. Nope. 1 does. 2 does. Okay, so they are now free. These guys. Let's see. They're also going to take shots at the running Nogwal. .24 hits. Shotgun. And hits this one for 19 damage. And it falls over and is non-functional. Then, we have this one back here. She's going to take a shot at this one over here. $15. That is a miss, and her burst goes wide, and she misses. Okay. The other groups are all focused on keeping their Nogwals contained, so they are not doing anything or making any moves towards y'all. They're still looking at their downed manager while trying to keep the Nogwals, again, suppressed. So after that, top of the key is going to be Ostrava.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do. Gosh, sorry, can y'all hear all that noise? There's a huge amount of noise behind me. I think what I'm gonna do is run up to this guy and attempt to chuck him over the counter to this other side here. So I'm gonna grab him and try and throw him.
That's
AKA
that is that.
Oh,
So you're gonna throw Dak. You're gonna throw Dak over the counter.
Sorry. All right. In that case,
You can.
in that case, shit.
He is dressed. He does appear to be George Santos right now, so that y'all could attack him, or make it seem like you're attacking him. It's up to you. False
Honestly, it
flag.
helps my cover. I can take the punches. You
Okay.
can do some like WWE. You can take me hostage, bro.
Took George Santos hostage. All right. Sure. I'm gonna run up to this guy, pull out my heavy pistol, and turning to this dude here, I'm gonna say, "Nobody move, or George Santos gets it."
That's so. That one next to you is a fleeing Nogwal that you're trying to save.
This dark one here? Oh shit!
Yeah,
I
that's
thought these were the Nogwals. God damn it. Okay.
That's yeah. So the dark one is a different format. It's a different shape.
I see.
There's
Well,
the
shit. There goes that plan.
Bro, hold me hostage. They will not care. Like, yeah,
shit.
you're an editor, bro.
All right, change of plans. I will hop over the counter myself.
Okay.
And this should be my maximum movement there. And
Okay.
these are not fleeing Nogwals.
This one here is down. They shot it in the back, so it's down. This one is still trying. This one down. The one below it is still trying to run, and so is this one down here.
Okay, got you. I'm gonna
Those are
provide
trying to run.
some covering fire and
Okay.
take a shot at this dude with my handgun.
Go right ahead, buddy.
Oof.
Is that a 9?
Yeah,
9 does
unfortunately.
not hit, sir. No, sir.
All right, I'm gonna crouch behind cover.
All right. So you are in cover now. Do you have anything else you want to do this turn, or are you good?
Negative. I am all good.
Alrighty. Next is going to be your Nogwals, the Geppetto and the controller with you. They are going to move up behind cover over here. Geppetto is going to cast on this one. That's down. And it is healed for 17. And it is back awake. The controller Nogwal that came with you from the other room turns towards the group that is still trapped and is going to shoot a fear ray. So they gotta make
shit.
a roll. +3. They all fail, so they are all feared. The three of them, the three that are stuck in the web are all feared. And then Geppetto is also going to. Oh, it's a bonus action. He is going to call lightning, and they have to make a save. They do not succeed, and they take damage. This one gets this guy here gets struck by lightning as electricity arcs off of Geppetto's hand and hits that guy in the chest. Alrighty. After that is going to be back to Gale. Gale, it's your turn, sir.
He had to step away first. Oh no, he's back.
I'm back, sorry, but I did miss some. So these, sorry, let me here. Let's see. This one got down, but he's revived, right?
Yes, he has just been revived, so he's back up.
These guys are all stuck and have a fear status. These three, correct?
Yeah.
And these dicks.
Yeah, those guys have all been attacking.
Who knocked this one down?
Lady back here. She missed actually. So it was this dude with the shotgun that knocked him down.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Since you still have Hunter's Mark from earlier, you can recast it as a bonus action without using another spell slot. So
Okay,
basically, you're still maintaining that. So yeah, you still have it. So yeah, it's still the same spell, so you can cast it on this guy, absolutely.
And I have to look at one more thing just a second. How many? So could I then also cast Hail of Thorns and use my sniper rifle in this turn?
Let me see. No, Hunter's Mark is the reapplication is still a bonus action, so you could still attack this turn. And do your bees, and then next turn you would be able to do the attack and Hail of Thorns.
Okay, so then we'll shoot this dickhead with my sniper rifle and send my pocket bees out as well.
All right, pocket bees. I will say you do have advantage because of your elevated position, so you get the 24, so that's a hit. And roll your damage.
2d10.
You can actually click on the sniper rifle in the chat, where it says sniper rifle in the chat, and it'll roll your damage.
Haha! Sweet.
17, perfect. And then bees. I think that's let's see, an extra d6. Three, so 20 damage. Awesome. Oh yeah, and then the d6 from Hunter's Mark. Go ahead and roll that too. 22. Perfect. Okay, so that's a solid hit. Do you have? Wait a second. Do you have extra attack?
I don't know. How would I find that?
Let me see. Yeah. You should be able to. You can attack twice on your turn. because you do have
Okay.
extra attack. Yeah, it's basically it's a 5th level class feature.
So I can shoot that motherfucker again, is what you're saying.
Yeah. That's a hit. That's 12, and go ahead and
Do I
roll
get the
all your
hunter's
other-
mark on this second?
Yep, you get
And-
hunter's mark
and-
and yeah. That's 22. All right, that one is dead. They dropped the second shot, hit them right in the chest, and they have a giant hole there where the bees have now gone in and are stinging them
Oh my
inside.
God.
They're dead. They are dead.
Not the bees! Not the
Nice.
bees!
Good shit.
He is deceased. All right. Anything else for your turn, Gale?
I guess I would have to use a bonus action to recast my hunter's mark, correct?
Yeah, you have to do that next turn.
Oh, okay.
So-
Then,
So basically, next turn you can rinse repeat, where you just apply Hunter's Mark and attack twice on a target and do the same thing.
then I'm good. Gale,
Alright.
Gale blows the end of his rifle and lights a cigarette.
Right. Alrighty. Good stuff, Gale. Reeve, it is now your turn.
Okay. So we got that lady right there. That's not in the web or anything like that. She's just out and around.
Yeah. Just out and around.
Hmm. Let's see here. All right. How do I use the ruler thing again?
If you go on the left side, there should be the measurement tool.
The ruler, it's like second from the bottom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, yeah.
I couldn't
And then you-
remember that it looked like a ruler, like, because I'm silly.
If you right click while you're holding it, it lets you start a new point while maintaining the old one to like add on feet. So it looks like blue. You do that shit.
Yeah.
That's nifty as hell.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Oh, that's why I didn't know it didn't look like a ruler, because I have it. I've had it clicked, so it's like the little. It looks like a little like crosshair for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's clicked. Sorry. Anyway, so you move there.
and I would just like to ready an action.
Okay. What are you going to do, and what is going to be your trigger?
I want to fire at the lady if she moves up and tries to go after the narwhals again.
Let's see here. Oh, why don't you? I think you are in range to just fire at her right now.
Am I?
Yeah, you're
Smoke that fool.
you're definitely in range.
Yeah, that's gonna
Like,
happen.
repeat.
I'm gonna fire at her.
Yeah, just go and attack. Go and attack.
Let me see here. Trying to figure out which button I click on over here. I think I found the right one. Normal roll. Did I do that right? I think I did.
Let's see. Yes.
Okay.
You also could use your insightful fighting, so you can make a insight check on the creature, and if you succeed, you can make your sneak attack against them if you don't have advantage.
Ooh, okay. So I roll insight.
Yeah. So roll insight, and I will roll deception.
Okay.
Let's roll. They rolled a 0. So yeah, you've got your sneak attack on that. You've got your insightful fighting, and that lasts for a full minute. Um,
And then I roll sneak attack, right?
yeah, sneak attack will be part of your. Well, you will get it. Oh wait, let me see what you rolled for your actual attack. You rolled a 12. A 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Cool. That's good for
But
me to
you
know, though.
yes, since you're using the Inquisitive right now as your subclass. But yeah, so you have your insightful fighting feature.
That's
So yeah, basically for the next minute, whenever you attack that person, you're gonna have sneak attack on them.
okay. Cool. All right, then I
Alrighty.
guess that is my turn.
Yeah, because that was movement, bonus, and attack. Okay. Hex, it is your turn next.
Well, seeing as we're clearing these guys out pretty well, I'm gonna use all my movement to sneak up on this guy and just attack him.
So
Wait,
that
is
is that's web. That's web. With the blue area is web. So you can stand right next. Do you have like a spell you could cast?
No, but I can shoot him instead.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Then I'll just move as close as I can without becoming trapped in that shit. Like 20 feet
sure.
right here.
Yep.
Just stick her hand out. And then turn to
Go right
again.
ahead.
She will aim and bang.
Bang bang.
Oh god.
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
She will curse under her breath. And can't touch him, so yep, that's what I got.
Would you like to bonus action cantrip?
I have. Let me see if I can, because I guess I'll blade ward myself, yeah.
Sure. Okay.
And that'll be
I was
it.
gonna say, like much like Hunter's games, you can if you attack, you can use a cantrip in the same turn.
Yeah, most of mine are like minor illusion, mage hand, shocking grasp, which I have to touch them with, so.
That's fair. Yeah, that's
But
fair. Okay.
I can protect myself a little, so.
Well, technically, you could shocking grasp that dude that's on the ground and not get webbed. It's right next to you if you wanted to.
Would it get them though?
What do you mean?
Cause I'm trying to get him.
Oh, you're trying to get the farther
far
guy.
away.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, no, it wouldn't hit that guy that's farther away. Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. So that's what I have right now.
Okay. Okie dokie. All right, so that'll be Hex's turn. Now it is these troopers' turn. They are going to, now that this one's back up, he is going to run and jump behind cover with Ostrava. These two are both going to do that. And they both look as terrified as their little skull faces can look.
Really?
He's like, what? Yeah, they're just like, what's going on? They sound like they're panicking and crying, but there's obviously no tears. But they are very scared.
Yeah, I'm not going to take any time to comfort them right now.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know this is what they did. You don't have to comfort them. I'm just letting you know, letting everybody know that they're freaking the fuck out. So that is their turn. Dak, it is now your turn. Or I'm sorry, George Santos, it is your turn.
Okay. So who is currently trying to kill us?
These guys over here, basically
They're
the
trying
ones
to
that
kill
are
us.
webbed.
The people.
Well, they're trying to kill the Nogwals.
Oh, interesting. They're not worried about us.
No, they've been focusing on the Nogwal. They shot that one in the back as it was trying to run.
Is it like pretty damaged?
It was very damaged, and it actually did go down. But Geppetto used his turn to basically healing word that one and bring it back up.
Missed that part. Okay. So it's back up. We have the people in front of us, like closest to the door. What are they doing currently?
They are starting to turn around towards you guys because of the gunfight going on over here.
If I don't
And
dash,
the ma-
I can just go out here.
All of the managers were disabled because of that really high roll that you guys used earlier. So they are all out of the fight.
I'm gonna move to about right here.
Mhm.
No, it's not. And then I'm just gonna fall to the ground and play possum, looking injured, but I still want to have like my eyes kind of open, but like fake sleeping.
Perform a check for me, sir.
Which one?
Performance.
Performance. I thought you said roll a check, and I was like, I mean, I'm happy.
Oh, my bad.
No,
Performance.
You said it.
Roll a check and whatever you check. I don't care. No.
with advantage.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm. They're both 8s. I'm gonna use my last luck point.
Okay.
That's a big improvement. That's a very big improvement.
You got you a 9. Okay. Okay, you are down on the ground. Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah, that's. I guess I'm doing that.
As you're doing that, some distance away, you hear, "Ay, Dios mío, my dear Jorge."
But there's something. There's an old King of the Hill bit where he's like, "Vaya con Dios."
Vaya con Dios.
So
That was the.
good. It was like
It's the.
preacher.
Yeah, the preacher, the one that kills everybody.
So good.
Oh my god! I had forgotten about that until you mentioned it.
But yeah, that's. I'm going out with a whimper. I'm just gonna like fall to the ground, and that's the end of my turn. Not the most responsible.
So while you're looking around, and you do see a lady dressed in all black, kind of being rushed out up along one of these balconies here. That was obviously grieving for George Santos.
Why?
His widow. Basically, you see George's widow being rushed out of the building.
Lesson learned.
Oh. All right, now it's the soldiers' turn. These guys spent last time they sucked and were not able to get themselves free. Let's see if they can do better this time. Nope. 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 Oh wait, there's one more. Nope, they're all still stuck. Okay. These two are going to push this way. Let's see. Actually, let me do some measurements here. There is no cover. So that one is not going to do that. She's going to stay right where she is and going to return fire on Reeve. This one is going to move back here to do the same. And Reeve, you have, I think, where you are, you have half cover. Just a second. Blah, 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 blah. Did they move all of that cover and shit? Come on, where is it? Where is it? Cover, okay. So you get a +2 to your AC right now. So the 10 does not hit. It does a 16 hit.
Yes.
Okay, with your +2?
That is exactly 16.
Tygo's the defender, so that does not hit you. It, like, you duck behind it just as some bullets, duck behind your cover just as some bullets ricochet off the stone. So you avoid that attack. These three over here are restrained. That means they just can't move, right? Become zero. Attacks again have advantage.
Yeah, restrained is pretty nasty. It's a huge debuff.
Attacks have disadvantage and disadvantage. Oh yeah, that's pretty not good. Let's see. Since they're still stuck, they're gonna at least try and make some attacks out. Disadvantage, so that's a 10. That doesn't hit. 10, that doesn't hit. 16 on to Hex. Does a 16 hit you? Hex, does a 16 hit?
Me?
Yes.
My AC is exactly 16.
Okay, so that's a no. Nice, yeah. The one shot coming towards you, you just kind of move your head out of the way, and it goes right past. All right, these other soldiers are still trying to cover their Nogwals because they are down a man each. So they are not going. 2 of them are going to stay. Only 1 is going to start moving this way for each of you guys. Gonna double move over here. Let's see, that was 30. Alright, yeah, this guy is going to double move back behind the service desk over here. He is in half cover as well. And that's going to be all of their turns. Astrava, back to you, buddy.
Okay. For me, I am going to hop over this counter, come up against this ledge, and kind of like push this Nogwal out of our way.
Yeah. He's going to move back over here with the other ones.
Perfect.
When you do that.
Yeah, okay. I am just going to take cover here with Hex so that I can get a better shot. And just help provide cover. And I am going to fire off at this chick right here.
Absolutely. Go right ahead, sir.
Ugh, not one.
Ugh. Okay, you miss, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no backfire, no weapon jam or anything like that. I don't like those.
Okay, no sweat.
But you definitely do miss. You miss your shot and just it goes off wide. Let's see. Do you have anything else you'd like to do on your turn, sir? You're in cover.
Nope, that's it for me.
You don't have any throwables you'd like to use or anything as a bonus action?
None that I can use as a bonus action, unfortunately, no.
You don't have oh yeah, I guess the dynamite isn't a bonus action throw or to use.
If I had multiple, I could do like melee stuff, but when I'm at range like this, my options are a little more limited.
Okay.
And I do have a knife, but I have one knife, and it's my special knife. I don't want to lose it.
Gotcha. Alrighty. If that's your turn, then going to move back to these ones. And I forgot all of those guys over there were feared last round, so they shouldn't have attacked you, Hex. Either way, you didn't get hit, so it's not a big deal. But that was my bad. That being said, the one that is fighting with you guys is going to move out here and is going to fire a Ray of Enfeeblements. Let me see. That is an action. Okay, that one's a ranged spell attack. Cool. It's a 16, which hits. All right. So we've got enfeeblements on this one. All right, and Geppetto is going to move around, step out, and use say out loud, "Brothers and sisters, join me. Together we will leave and be free." And he does another call lightning. That's a 9, misses. That's no, they fail their save. I'm sorry, so that's full damage. 12 damage on this guy. He's already taken some hits, so yeah, he is crispy. He's getting close to he's looking pretty tough, pretty rough. After that is going to be Gale. Your turn, buddy.
He's going to take a long, deep drab from his cigarette. And then, which was the one that was crispy already?
He's back there in half cut. This one Back there, yeah, he's in half cover right now, so he's got a +2 to hit to AC.
So I'm
But
gonna
you can
put
still shoot at him.
Hunter's Mark on the other one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot his ass.
That one right here.
Yeah.
Okay. 21 hits. 8, and then that's 11. Then you want to roll your second shot. 14 does not hit, unfortunately. So 11 damage. Still a nice hit, and they look pretty rough too. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? Any movement?
No, just continue to smoke.
Okay. All right then, Reeve, it is now your turn.
That woman's still right there.
Yes.
Okay, so Reeve is going to fire at her again.
Go right ahead.
And I get sneak attack, right? Or is it
Yeah, if
already
you hit,
done?
yeah, you have to hit. Yeah, if you hit, you'll get sneak attack damage.
Normal roll.
17 hits.
Woohoo! Okay. And then roll sneak attack.
It's 11, and then click the machine pistols in chat. Roll your damage. $19. All right. With your shot, that one falls over, and they are done. They are dead.
Nice.
Excellent.
Blech.
And then that's going to be it for my turn.
I like the South Park death sounds.
You can use your bonus action to make another insightful fighting check on the next target if you would like to.
Which ones aren't in the web that's around me?
That one right there.
Oh, I thought he
And
was
then-
down. He's got like a little thing on him.
He's damaged but not down.
Okay. So I can
He's
use.
got enfeeblement on him, basically. He does half damage himself.
Okay. So then I will use.
Insightful fighting on him?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead
All
and
right.
do that.
Yeah, go ahead and do your insight check.
Inside. Normal roll. Ooh.
Lucky for you, rolled a 4. So you pass.
Barely. But that's funny.
Even if you roll a 1, if they roll lower than your 1 roll, then you still succeed on the check.
Okay. All right. So, and I have that for the next minute.
Yes, so you're gonna have sneak attack damage on that target for the next minute.
Okay.
Alrighty. Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be a turn for me.
Okay. Alrighty, Hex, it's your turn. So you over there plotting.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around the edge, come up to this guy, and then shoot him in the head.
Good plan.
That attack hits, and that is full damage.
Yeah.
So I shoot it.
Good
Clack, clack,
stuff.
clack, clack, boom. And then as a bonus action, I will use my cantrip, Shocking Grasp, to just like
Absolutely.
shoot him in the head, and as he's recoiling, just like grab him in the lower back by the spine, and just
We'll see. He
Not
is
very good.
restrained, so
Not.
you have advantage on that. So if you want to roll again to on your first attack to see if you crit, by all means. But you do hit on your shocking grasp.
Oh, you said roll again for damage?
Roll your attack roll for the first one again because you have advantage
Oh, for
for your
the
shot, just to see if
Oh.
you crit. Okay, cool. Yeah, you still do 11 damage, so no worries. 19 altogether. Cool. They are looking rough.
that's it for me. And
They are feared, webbed, and bloodied. They're having a bad day.
yeah, they are.
All right. Is there anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Alrighty. Next
We've
is
got
gonna
them
be
now.
The Nogwals are going to stay huddled back here, still scared. The troopers and the fresh controller are all back here. So that they're going to stay back there. Dak, that's going to be your turn.
Okay. So Dak's in a better position. I think what I want to do is move here. And I'm still trying to kind of, fake hobble over, feign a little bit of an injury, right?
Yeah, of course.
But then Dak is going to materialize out of his hand, not a football, not a NFL related product at all whatsoever. He's going to make a mop bucket with his Eldritch energy, and he's going to toss it at the guy with the gun directly in front of him. But before he does, he's going to say, "Vaya con Dios," and then he's going to launch an Eldritch Blast. Let's see. $16 to hit.
16 does hit.
8 force damage, and then I do have repelling blast.
Okay. Where would you like to push, man?
I mean, from where I'm at, he would probably just go flying backwards, right? Like kind of towards the narwhals.
Let me look at the exact wording. I'm pretty sure you get to pick the direction.
But that'd be super sick.
Up to 10 feet away from you in a straight line. Okay, so I guess they do have to go backwards, and so I guess they have to go backwards. Oh, like away, directly away.
Yeah.
So
in VG3.
Okay, yeah, I actually did look. I was like, the way it's phrased, yeah. So it would be like 10 feet back here.
Yeah, so
which is
try and
fine.
Black it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. What aren't you? Are you at the point where you? Is that an upgraded cantrip? Where you have 2 beams?
I do have 2 beams. I am in fact level 6. Memory serves.
Okay.
So I do have another blast.
Yeah, if you're all in the same one, if you want to hit the same guy or a different guy.
Yeah, I was thinking the dude in the suit, so that
yeah,
I could conceivably knock those both back and maybe clear away from the narwhals.
Absolutely.
Roll that up. Uh, 14 to hit.
A 14 does not hit, unfortunately.
He has a very nice suit. I get it. Okay.
I will. You know what? Give me a deception check, and if you beat my insight check, then I will let you take the advantage for that. So give me a deception check real fast.
That's a 10.
10.
It's contested.
That's a 12. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But I do
okay,
appreciate
so
the
yeah.
opportunity. That was good to hear.
Yeah. You were trying. Yeah, I was gonna say you did kind of like you've been playing up the injury, so I will let you play up the deception check and get see if you get your advantage. But no,
Yeah.
so you missed that guy, unfortunately, and your mop bucket splash as you go basically as you kind of pratfall in your performance, you splash your mop bucket, which turns into two beams of energy that lance out and hit one guy. One of them hits one guy and pushes him back, and the other one kind of misses and goes a little bit wide, but and splashes against a wall. But this guy that you missed stares at you dumbfounded for a moment. Mr. Santos, but you're supposed to be dead.
Se vaya con Dios.
Would you like to do anything else with your turn, Dak?
Mr. Santos.
As a bonus action, I really don't have a lot of options, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just gonna.
You want to blast
seems like
again? You want to blast again?
I'm blasted out.
Okay.
Can I cast cantrips as bonus actions?
Yeah, that's what I was telling.
And actions?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be doing, I was gonna say if you're gonna be just doing that as your attacks, then yeah, I would say yeah, you do that. You could use your whole turn to just double cantrip.
I may as well do that. I mean, well, I did double cantrip, but you're saying I can cast it again.
Well, you
Realistically,
single cantripped with two beams, which is different because it's a leveled spell. But 12 is a miss. So.
It was worth a shot.
It was.
All
It
right.
was. I did. Okay.
I do appreciate the
Um,
effort.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give you the same opportunities I give every other player. So you know, if they get to cantrip as a bonus action, you do too.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that'll be good.
Alrighty. It's going to be the soldier's turn. This guy is going to get up. Start moving towards you, and also look at you slack-jawed, knowing exactly who you are, and knowing like he's seen a ghost. So these guys don't actually do anything to you. This guy gets up close to you. How are you here? I went to your funeral. So yeah, these guys are freaking the fuck out because they're seeing a ghost. These other guys over here are going to keep fighting. However, this one's going to move over here. These guys still are stuck. Oh yeah, let me roll their check. One's free. Two. Two of them are free. Two of them are still stuck. This one's gonna start making his way this way. It is still difficult terrain, so he's not gonna make it that far. He steps out pretty quick. Coming down here to start fighting. And now some attack rolls. They are going to turn their attention to Geppetto. One. That's one hit. 2 hits, 2 misses. This one hit with a shotgun, so... 18 hits. 10 damage and 10. Geppetto takes 28. He looks okay. He is a lot stronger than the other narwhals, so he is a lot more durable. He's had more time in his body, so he's got more protection. That being said, he is going to use a legendary action now. And these guys will need to roll con saves. One passes, one doesn't. He uses a feedback screech, and one of them is deafened, and the other one is fine. All right, that is their turns. It is back to the top. However, it is also 10 o'clock. So if you guys want to call it for now, we can pick back up on the combat next time and just knock it out. You guys good with that?
Yep, I'm good with that as well.
Alrighty, we'll do Gala Part 4, knockout, then finish up this combat next time.
Part 4.
All right, good stuff. Thanks for running that, dude. That was fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah. Freedom for the narwhals.
Yeah.
They're our buddy.
Okay, it's funny. Y'all started this kill the Nogwalls. Now you're like freedom.
Firsthand now what's happening. The truth.
All right, y'all. I gotta get to bed.
Yep,
Yeah,
same.
Right.
See y'all
Around, dudes.
Yana.
Y'all have a
Have a
good
good
night.
one, y'all.